The toddler hodler. He is mad right now. I'm waiting. I'm at Panda Express waiting on some food. Spoiler alert. Have you guys ever seen Empire Strikes Back?
You are beaten. It is useless to resist. Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did.
Well, remember what Darth Vader said to Luke?
Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Luke, I am your father.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
Mr. Credit Card talking to Bitcoin. And then the cash says, I am your grandfather.
No. It's not true. That's impossible!
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
And to both of those, Bitcoin says, No! Ironically, he's my grandson. I think he said the same thing when he found out I was his grandfather.
Come with me. It is the only way.
Anyways, we just got back from the park. I was recording a video there. Maybe I will show some clips of that while I'm talking to you. Let's just say it was an epic fail. No, get out of that water. Don't go in the water. I got to keep an eye on him constantly. To try to record a video and have a 2-year-old play at the park. Okay, stop running. Get out of that water. Anyways, as you can see from the title of this video, which I don't know what I'm going to name yet, we have different generations in this country, America specifically. We got the silent generation from 1928 to 1945, baby boomers from 46 to 64, and then from 65 to 1980, got my generation, Generation X. Then we got the millennials, who most of you guys on this channel are watching, are millennials, 1981 and 1996. And then my daughter's and my stepkids' generation, I think it's Generation Z, 1997 to 2012. And then his generation, the Alpha generation, 2012 till today. So Generation X is a really forgotten generation. I think it's one of the toughest generations to me. And of course, I'm a little biased because I am Generation X, because we're nothing to play with. He's always waving at people. How you doing, man? And so he likes to wave to the ladies. Anyways, the Generation X, we were outside playing all day. We played BB guns. We had ramps on our bikes. We had four-wheelers, ATVs. We were outside playing dodgeball. I mean, you name it, we did it. We weren't on the phone and all this other crap. We're outside playing. We didn't have any of that technology stuff. You know, we had Ataris and stuff like that, but we really came of age basically playing outside. And the two generations that don't like each other the most, that have the least in common, are the baby boomers and Generation Z, my kids' generation, because they're just so different. But the reason why Generation X is so crazy is because, especially for me, and I'll get to that in a second, is because we're right in between. We understand the boomers and we understand the Generation Z to a certain extent because they're our kids, and then the boomers are our parents. So we kind of take care of both at the moment now. A lot of Gen Zs live with their parents, and a lot of the baby boomers are dependent on their parents. Not all of them, but some of them. My situation is crazy because my grandparents raised me from the silent generation, My grandmother was born 1931. My grandfather was born 1928. And the silent generation basically saying is, you know, kids are meant to be seen, not heard. I wish they can go back to that today. Anyways, but I grew up with baby boomers because my grandparents had 7 kids, 3 of them a little later and then 4 of them early. My dad was part of the 4 that was early. I obviously didn't grow up with my father, but I grew up with some of my aunts and uncles that were like 17, 18, 19 years, 20 years older than me. And because I lived with my grandparents, I kind of grew up with them for a short period of time when I was a kid. So I understand boomers because I grew up with them, but also I understand the silent generation because I was raised by silent generations, silent generation. And then also I can relate to millennials because I grew up with some millennials too because we're only 6 years apart. The younger, because I'm a younger Generation X, 1975, 10 years into the generation. And the millennials that were born in 1981, the older ones, I can relate to them. But the reason why I say millennials are good for Bitcoin is because you guys are the best of both worlds, millennials. You're a little ahead of the Gen Zs. You understand that technology is not necessarily the end-all, be-all, but you understand it. But you also are making money. You're in a position where you're making money. You're not as old as me. You're not as old as the baby boomers. You're still young enough. Even the older ones are still young enough to still be out here making an income, but you also understand technology. The Generation Zs, even though some of them make money for the most part because they're in their 20s and stuff like that, are not stable yet to make enough money. They understand the technology better than the millennials. Stop. But they're not in a position to make money. So millennials, listen to me. I'm part of your generation too, because again, everything that you've been through, I've been through it a little bit more. Study Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, study Bitcoin. And get ahead of the curve, man, because the Generation Z and, and the Alpha generation don't care about your metals, man. I'm not saying you can't sell them, but again, everything is digital now. Your photos are digital. I have Polaroids at home at my old grandparents' house. Now my aunts have them, and I have a lot of stuff that are digital. I have phone books and everything else, but now everything's on your phone. It seems like everybody's so cool with everything being digital. I can name 100 things. Oh, your photos are better digital. Your computer, the internet is better digital. You're talking to me, you're listening to me on digital. It's better than the newspapers. We also got digital media. Everything's digital now. But when it comes to money with Bitcoin, oh no, we can't do that. Digital's not good. We need the physical money. We need the silver. We're in a digital world, guys. Live in a digital world, and millennials study Bitcoin. All right. I say this all the time, guys. You work your ass off for your money. You work hard for it, and I'm not saying silver and gold are too old of a technology to save your money, but if you want to be efficient and you want to save your money, the best way to save it, and in my opinion, the only way to save it, is through Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.